right, so a lot has happened just kind of in the last few hours with this hurricane and the system and what we're keeping an eye on.
If you weren't paying attention before, you are now.
Yeah.
Because it hit your phone or whatever with hurricane watches and tropical storm watches. We're going to talk about that in a second. Of course, We'll get to it. These pesky days before. How dare they
There's still weather going
on. Yeah, and there's like actual weather right now. We get some showers and some thunderstorms out there, heavier downpours in through Oxford County and moving in through central Maine as well. So we've actually escaped it largely along the coastline so far, but that will come to an end as these showers and storms continue to move off to the east over the next few hours. I'd love for this clicker to work for me right now. We do not have time for any version of this. All right, let's see if that helps. So these showers and storms will keep moving east through the, that's not going to happen. Okay. Keep moving east through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening. And by tomorrow morning, we'll have this front just sitting over Washington and Hancock County. But if you head farther west, you'll actually get into some sunshine pretty early. And we're going to end up with a nice day. We needed one of those. We haven't had many. Temperatures in the mid-70s, a lot of sunshine. And then actually, Friday's a decent day, too. I'm going to try this clicker again. Come on, baby. Yeah, there we go. Friday's actually a nice day too. In the 60s, a lot of clouds start moving in the afternoon, high thin clouds. This is the outer edge of Lee. Let's do that. Hurricane Lee, okay, if you've been paying attention, look at Lee right now. So Lee was like this, and now it's like this. That doesn't mean it's stronger. In fact, it's weaker. The wind field is weaker, but it's getting stretched. As it moved into the more northern latitude, it gets stretched. The jet stream grabs it and kind of moves it across. That will only continue over the next few days as Lee approaches. So Category 2 hurricane right now, going to weaken to a Cat 1 by Saturday morning, and then it will be a Category 1 due east of Cape Cod on Saturday morning, kind of when most of us wake up, and then it will be dying out into a tropical storm as it moves and makes landfall either over down East Maine or Nova Scotia, and there's still some wobble in that track. It's starting to matter less and less, though. It's in this zone. This cone is pretty tight at this point. Okay, so here's the hard part to explain. So we've got tropical storm warnings up and down the coastline. Makes sense. Tropical storm criteria, 39 miles an hour. Totally doable. We'll get there. Hurricane watches offshore in the mid-coast and the islands, not including kind of the mainland here. And then it does include this hurricane watch, Bar Harbor. Now, I had a conversation in Washington and Hancock County along the coast with the National Weather Service about this, because in my opinion, I don't see any scenario where we have winds sustained of 74 miles an hour or higher. And that's what a hurricane is. That's what a hurricane watch would need to verify. So I'm not saying the National Weather Service is wrong here. They explained it as they want to err on the cautious side and take it down to a tropical storm watch later, rather than potentially go the other way. So I just want you to understand what this means. I do not see a scenario where we have winds 74 miles an hour higher sustained in these spots. So I don't think that hurricane watch is going to be a thing that verifies. Now, it will get windy here Saturday, starting in the morning, but really middle of the day into the afternoon. And we put 40 to 60, and I think that's still a good place to be. You know, some of these islands that stream down East Maine, 65, sure, could happen. Gusts, though, not sustained. They'll be out of the north and northwest, so not your typical nor'easter direction. They're really building through the afternoon, and then they settle down on Saturday night. We also have, obviously, a lot of rain here. As the track wobbles a bit, this could shift into the mid-coast, or it could shift a little bit farther over stream down East Maine, but the potential for 2 to 4 inches of rain. Long story short, guys, I think we're still in the same place here. I think we're still talking about a rainy and windy Saturday where we have quite a few power outages because the ground is saturated, trees are easy to uproot, and we have all the leaves on the trees. I don't think this has changed into, when you hear a hurricane, what you think you should do about a hurricane. So
right.
That's where we're at, and
guidance.
We've got another couple days to watch this still. It's been an eternity already, hasn't it?